What's up, guys? This is Willis Strickland, Divine Fitness Ministries, and this is Will Talk. And today, I am on the third of the three major schools in this area. A couple of weeks ago, we did have a talk with Caleb Goff from Moody High School, talking about their football season. Then last week, we had Jacob DeGrotto from the St. Clair County Saints talking about their season. Today, I have someone that is near and dear to my heart, somebody I've known since he was a baby, and he is obviously not a baby now, looking at the size of him. I surely can't pick him up and carry him like a baby, but again, someone that's near and dear to my heart, and this is Gavin Bowlin. Gavin, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Just glad you asked me to be here, so I'm ready for it.
So obviously you're a big man, and you play multiple sports. So we'll start with that. You know, you play football, basketball, and baseball. So talk a little bit about those three that you play.
I'll say football is probably my favorite. Actually, it is my favorite. That one's the closest to my heart. So, and then I just went back to baseball this year. I haven't played since like 8th grade, I think. So I probably won't do very well in that. And basketball, it's fun, but I'm more so playing to keep in shape from football. That's why I play that one.
Now, I always kid him because he is a little taller than me. Very few people are, but he's one of them. And he's a fairly large man, but I always tell him I think I can still take him to the low post at my old age.
No, he can't. He's scared to try it. So.
One day at a time, boys and girls. One day at a time. So let's talk about a life-changing moment in your life, and I guess I kind of set the scene and let you fill it in from there. Your dad, Jonathan, reached out to me. There was a moment there. Your first couple of years, freshman sophomore year at Lee's High School, were pretty rough. And again, I'll let you describe that. And you got in a little bit of trouble and stuff like that. And so Jonathan reached out, and in that season of your life, you had gotten to a point to where you almost quit football. But as God has it, He brought you up there, but He also brought Dwayne Bowlin, who had transferred from St. Clair to Moody. Both of you were at a bad point in your lives where you both almost gave up on football. And that summer, going into your junior year, God changed y'all's lives. You got saved, and I got the honor of baptizing you. And you actually went on to have the best year of football. Obviously, we'll get to the results of that in a little bit, but talk about that season of your life.
So kind of like what Willie said, freshman year, I don't know where to start. That's how bad it was. It was rough. I was just getting in trouble, honestly. It wasn't more so fights. It was just I had a bad mouth. When I thought I was right, I just wanted to talk back, or even if I was wrong, I just wanted to talk back. That's just how it was. I just like to argue for some reason. So freshman year was rough. I was suspended a good bit, and then it got so bad. I think it was during baseball season. I ended up going virtual. So I really didn't talk to nobody. That's when I started going to Willie's, when I went virtual. I would wake up in the morning and then go to him, and then I'll come back and do my schoolwork. And that's what really helped me. So I always tell Willie I owe a big thank you to him, especially Dwayne. Dwayne helped me a lot. Actually helped me a lot. We used to have talks almost every day. He was just telling me I need to keep going, I need to do this. And so for them being the role models that they are in my life, I listen, and I thank them every day. I'm so happy that I listened. Sophomore year I got a little better. Still a bad mouth. I didn't stay in trouble, but there were some things I couldn't control that I got in trouble for. Football was going bad that summer. The summer going into my sophomore year, it was terrible. I just wanted to just quit. I quit freshman year. I wanted to quit again. I was like, I can't do it. Well, it's like, no, you promised you would go back. You promised you would do this. My dad told me I promised. So even if I wanted to quit, I had to finish the season. So ended up going through the season. I was like, I actually kind of like this. and I actually like being out here. So I stayed with it, and I'm glad I did. All thanks to God.
So some of the end results of that is again your junior year, you had one of the best years of your life, and you got very well noticed. You started getting offers from different schools like crazy, didn't you?
Yes, sir. They picked up like my sophomore year after football. So that's when I really found love in the sport. If that makes sense, it was like, all right, these coaches believe in me. Whether it believes in me, Dwayne, my dad, my family believes in me. So I just stood with it.
And you did, and now you have the opportunity going into your senior year. I think you did the smart thing. You went ahead and committed, but everybody has their own different opinions about that. But
I've heard a bunch of them.
Yes, I think it's smart that you went ahead, as well as Charlie, quarterback at Moody. You guys went ahead and committed, got that out of the way. You don't have that pressure. Now you can just focus on enjoying your senior season. All right.
That was kind of a big part of it. One part of it was like I needed a spot before time ran out. Another part was, well, if I go ahead and commit, I can play these sports and do all these things I seen here without having that worry in the back of my mind, like, hey, I need to commit or it's gonna be too late. So I just, like Willie said, I went ahead and did it to a place that I love, that have good coaches that believe in me, that I believe in them, and they're just known for winning. So that way I can play all the sports and do everything I love senior season without a worry in my mind.
Well, you picked a good school. Let me tell you, the first time I laid eyes on Troy was way back in 1991.
Wasn't even thought of.
No, he was not thought of. The stadium looked more like a big high school stadium. Didn't look nowhere near.
Was it Troy State then?
It was still Troy State. Yes, it still had State. You still had Troy State. You had Memphis State. But Troy will always be near and dear to my heart because that is where my senior class at Leeds High School won the first ever state championship in any sport. We won indoor, so I'm not going to leave that out. We won indoor that year in Priceville, and then we won outdoor track and field my senior year at Troy. And I have this picture in my house of the late Keith Nicholson, one of the best athletes, along with the late Cantrell Gaddis of Leeds High School. And I remember watching those two run the 100-meter hurdles. Keith was a freshman, Cantrell was a junior. One of the best races in my life, and Cantrell edged him out by just a couple of steps, But that's just a testament of what kind of athletes were at Leeds High School and have been, all these years since then. So, and while I'm thinking about it, you notice the background's a little different. We are at the, I guess you say the headquarters office building at the Gavin Place Church. I'm going to give Pastor Matt and Stevie and Grant Page here, who is running the show for us. A big thank you for allowing us to not only do this here, but they travel to the gym or wherever to do this. We're looking to do some outdoor locations too. So thank you to the Gavin Place, and thank you, Grant, for giving your time here today. So we know you're going to Troy. You've already committed. So now let's talk about that senior year. The non-region schedule. I will say that St. Clair, Moody, and Leeds have stepped up big time in the non-region. Non-region games for you guys, this will be the fourth year. I think you played Mortimer Jordan. Mortimer Jordan won last year, so I'm sure y'all looking to return the favor this year.
Yeah.
And then you add in Shays Valley. And Leeds and Shays Valley have not played in a long time.
Yeah, so that game should be fun. One of our coaches, Coach Nelson, actually was at Shays Valley before he came to Leeds.
Oh, really? So he knows a little bit about the mountains.
Yeah, so that'll be good.
And then someone that was a thorn in Moody's side the first 4 years I was over there, you guys get to tackle Briarwood.
Oh man, Nah, that game's gonna be hard. I know a couple of their players over there, so
There's
there'll be a lot of trash talk in that game.
one of their former players, who I had the honor and privilege to lead to Christ and baptize, Brad Tillum. He played for former Green Wave coach Brent Reese, and Brad is in aerospace engineering in Charleston, South Carolina, having graduated from Brownwood and from the University of Alabama. Some people know why I emphasize the University of Alabama on there, but Brad, I'm very proud of, and his walk with Christ is great. He's wanting to expand Divine Fitness Ministries up to Charleston, South Carolina, where he's at. So there's my ties to Brownwood.
That's good. That's a good thing.
But sorry, Brad, I can't pull for Brownwood in that game, just to let you know. And then you finish up with Pelham.
Yeah, Bowlin. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it's at Bowlin too.
Yeah, and I think that's the last game of the season. And then you guys and Booty have the identical offer. Both of you get the honor to have that last week off.
That kind of messed me up because I was planning on going to a Moody's game, but they have an off week, so I don't know what I'll do. I guess I'm gonna stay home.
Well,
I may go watch things.
Well, East Central hear me. If you take care of business, I will be at your playoff game that week. So make sure you take care of business. So now let's talk about the region.
It's pretty hard.
Yep.
It's good.
You know, I love it when the state puts the teams closer together. You know, I can remember my years at Leeds. It was kind of like that, you know, the region, the area games. It was area, you had like 3 or 4 teams in your area, depending on where you're at. All the area games close by, which made sense. And then when they switched to 7 and 18 regions, during my years at Leeds, when Coach Etheridge was coaching there, being 3A.
Jacksonville's in our region.
Yes. Yep. Hey, look forward to the challenge.
Yeah.
To be the best, you have to be the best.
I didn't know that. I thought they were. Oh, well, we'll take care of this.
That's right. So I can remember being 3A, we had region games that were an hour and a half, 2. In fact, I remember we had one that was 2.5 hours away. That was Buell. It was like just on the outskirts of Auburn, but it was close to the state line. So
Y'all had to go there?
we had to go down there the first year.
Not that game.
Now I'm not going down there. School was interesting. Their stadium was interesting. It was like surrounded by woods, but it was pretty cool the way they had it set up. Yes, it was. I remember it was a shutout. That's my nephew. That was 2010. Yeah, 2010 was that year. My nephew was playing, and it was a state championship year that year.
Yeah.
So now you got your rivals, both rivals, Moody.
Who? Moody.
There you go.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, you and KG, y'all will have that discussion, I'm sure, later on.
Yeah, we're going.
But you got Moody, you got St. Clair.
Right.
And I'd probably say that the rivalry between Leeds and Springville maybe.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Edging up a little
That'll
bit.
be a good one. It's definitely been turbulent the last couple of years. So
Yeah.
and I don't know where we play. I think we go back to Springfield, but they got a turf field this year.
They got the turf field, so
So we don't got to play nothing like this.
yeah, the crown. Oh,
Yeah.
I hated the crown name. Grant White sitting there. I think the school that I thought back in the day that had the worst crown was Hewitt Trust's old stadium. I can remember, you know, when we played there, my senior year, we were standing on the sideline, and I mean, you can barely see the people on the side because the middle of the field is so high. So, but Grant School gave us a good butt whooping that night too. So there you go. So congratulations to you on that. But yes, so you got, like I said, Moody, St. Clair, Springfield, and then Lincoln and Leeds have had not a whole lot of love lost between those two schools, because I remember back in our day we had some good battles with Lincoln.
They're a fun team to play. I'll say that.
Well, if y'all play them up there, hope the lights won't go off on you for about 35, 40
No, I was at that game. Actually, I think that may have been our bye week my sophomore year, because that's when Davion and all them were at Moody. I know that. And we were there, but we was on Lincoln's student section. Don't worry. And then the lights went out, and everyone said, "Whoa!" And then they stayed out for like 30 or 40 minutes.
Yep.
It was a long time.
That was a long time. I think I remember going on the sideline, actually laying on the ground for a little while. I was working for 94.1. So when the lights came back on, I don't even remember if we came back on air or we were back on the air. I think we were finally back on air in the fourth quarter, so we were able to finish the game.
Right.
But that was a wild night.
Yeah.
And then two new teams to the region. One familiar to Leeds and Moody, Center Point.
I forgot. I always forget they're in our region.
I remember when they were Irwin, and Leeds and Irwin back in the day had some knockdown dragouts. I can remember, I believe it was Jonathan Rose there, Charles Rose was playing for Leeds, and we played Irwin for homecoming that year. And Irwin led that game most of the game 3-0. Charles broke free on the run and scored a touchdown. We ended up winning the game.
Yeah, Center Point. Last year at least, I don't know. I don't remember what grade they're on. They got some good athletes. Like,
yes.
They had a defensive lineman. I want to say it was number 8. It may have been number 0. He was about 6'3", 6'4". He played outside. He was fast, so that was the game. Yeah. So they definitely got the athletes over there.
Now I think you guys play them at home.
Yeah.
We have to go over there. I've been to that new Center Point school once, and very nice school, much needed. And then the other new team to our region that none of us are really familiar with, but I'm sure the coaches, Coach Hood, Coach Gaines, and Coach Robinson, I'm sure they've already been on them and they know what they got, and that's Jacksonville. We've been up, if you're a Greenway fan, you know about that area because Piedmont is actually pretty much around the corner from Jacksonville. So we know about that area dealing with Piedmont, but not Piedmont anymore. We're dealing with Jacksonville now. Yeah. So
I heard back in the day, Leeds and Piedmont had some good battles.
That was a great mid-season rivalry. Coach Smith and Coach Etheridge. I enjoyed those games. I mean, they redid their stadium, and they did a good job of redoing it. And,
how long was Coach Ellis at Leeds?
10
years.
10 years, and in that 10 years, 5 state championship appearances, 4 state championships. I think it was only, and I'm sure somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was only 1 year that we didn't win the region, and I think that was my nephew's senior year, because we had to travel to Albertville, and one of my great memories of football there at Leeds. We trailed pretty much the whole game, and it came down to we were 27-21 with a minute and change left to go in the game. And I remember looking out across the field, and all the boys in that senior class, my nephew and all of his friends, that they all grew up playing football at the Metro, they were all on that field for that drive. And those seniors led them down the field, and they scored a touchdown and won that game 28-27. That's a Coach Etheridge type win. So the region, like you said, and like we talked about with Jacob last week and with Caleb the week before, it's going to be a dogfight. There's not going to be any off weeks in region play. Every game is going to be meaningful, and if you win the region title, you earn it.
Yeah.
So
those games definitely going to be important. Definitely going to be important.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Talk about you and Caleb Goff's relationship, because you both go to, rival schools per se, that's more, and I'm going to say it, it's more the adults and the kids. The kids get it right. The kids get along. They all hang out with each other and stuff like that. It's sometimes the adults that make it, I'll just say, stupid. So talk about you and Caleb Goff's relationship.
If I could put our relationship in one word, I'll probably say unique. Very unique. Outside of sports, outside of school, super good friends. Then when we play against each other, that friendship is no longer friendship while we're on the football field, especially. Last year, I remember me and Casey, we exchanged some words, blah 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 blah, and then, but I don't know. It's unique because outside of sports we're good, and then it's something like when we're playing against each other, something just clicks. It's like, I don't like you right now. Like, get on somewhere, and we exchange a few words, and then exchange a few words, and then right after the game we're back good friends.
And that's the way it's supposed to be, in the heat of competition, because if I'm playing against you, Gavin, I love you.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to lower my shoulder and run over you going to the basket. And I'll be nice and help you off the ground and do it again.
Yeah, that's what. So if y'all know, which I'm sure y'all do, KG plays defense, I play offense. So we had a few hits in that game. So all of them were personal.
Well, between you three, you and Jacob from last week and Caleb, I think I could have picked three better guys. Talk about your. While I'm thinking about your quarterback, Connor is probably one of he is an athlete.
Yeah.
He is a beast.
Most definitely.
He's a beast. So I'm looking forward to that game. Y'all played each other a little earlier this year.
Yeah.
But I got to brag. I remember going to Coach Gaines when I saw him the week after the game, and actually, I was getting ready to do one of the JV football games, and that's one of the Blues JV football games. And I told him, that I wanted to commend him and Coach Hood, for the way they coached you guys, because as hard as that game was, as hard fought as it was, and I know that there was words exchanged because it's football and that's the way it goes in youth competition. There were moments during that game where I would see player from the opposite team helping the other up and stuff like that, congratulating them, or telling them good play and stuff like that. Then at the end of the game, you guys hugging and taking pictures and stuff like that. Again, you guys got it right, and it's a testament of the two coaches, Coach Janice and Coach Hood. And the same thing with Coach Robinson up at St. Clair, because it was, the same thing when St. Clair and Moody played, and I'm sure when you guys played St. Clair. So talk about Coach Hood. Coach Hood's the old school when I was over.
Yeah, he's definitely old school, but I love him. I will say here recently, I'll say that for another time. But no, Coach Hood's special. I owe him a huge thank you for everything he's done for me, everything he's done for Leeds. Definitely a great guy, a good guy. Really knows that.
Oh yes.
Definitely a good guy. He knows how to coach, and if you're not doing it right, you're going to keep doing it till you get it right. So he's one of those super old school. I don't know. He coaches football the right way, if that makes sense. He's not going to let you slack. If you're slacking, you're just going to do it more times. So you kind of know, like, you got to do it full speed or you're going to be out here longer. And that's just how he runs practice. So, like, when we do, like, team stuff, if something's not right or if somebody's slacking or if somebody's not giving great effort, we're just going to keep running the same play and not move on until everybody gets it right. But, yeah, he's definitely a good coach, a good guy. I love coaches. So.
I had, there for a couple of years ago, I had coaches from all three schools come in at different times to speak.
Right.
At my Bible study, which some kids call church. Either way, I knew that he was a man of God.
Yeah.
But he came in and spoke, and he did a section out of the book of Revelations. I don't remember exactly where, but I remember it's out of Revelation. I was absolutely blown away with that man's knowledge.
Yeah.
of
He knows
guys.
what he's talking about.
So I see why he's been so successful, because I'm sure he feels his foundation is Christ, and the Word of God. That is evident, So Coach Hood, I still thank you for coming to do that, and I also thank you for being the man that you are. You're teaching these guys to be professional and classy on the field, but you're also teaching them to be great husbands, great fathers. Ask the same to Coach Gaines at Bowlin and Coach Robinson at St. Clair. I commend all three of you guys.
Thank you, Coach Hood. And Coach Ellis. I can't leave out Coach Ellis. Well, you don't know Coach Ellis, do you?
No, but I'm pretty sure at some point in time
Yeah, the special school.
Okay.
Super special school.
Okay.
Really good. I'll take it
I want to hear. It might be Bible study worthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's most definitely. So shout out Coach Ellis too.
Coach Ellis, we may get you to come speak at my Bible study one Wednesday night. Obviously, after the football season.
Yeah.
I think y'all a little busy now.
Yeah, just a little bit. It just started rolling. So.
And that reminds me, as we get ready to go to the Gavin's Faith Walk to close, I'm sure Coach Campbell will see this, and I want to give him a big shout out. Coach Campbell came and spoke at our Bible study last week. He's the defensive coordinator at Bowlin High School, and him and Coach Hood, if those two did a Bible study together, it would be unreal. Both of them are great teachers of the Word of God. So, Coach Campbell, thank you once again for coming to speak last week, and I'm already looking forward to you coming to speak again, like Coach Hood and Coach Ellis after the football season. So, Gavin, like I said earlier, I had the opportunity to, in that season, when you were thinking about quitting football, I had the opportunity to lead you to Christ and to baptize you. Obviously, you got to sit down and baptize you.
Willie, he didn't let me stand up.
No, you see how big he is. That wasn't gonna happen, But talk about your walk with Christ from that moment to where you are now.
It's definitely from that moment to now. It's definitely a lot better. I will say, 8th grade freshman year again when I was going through all of that. But I was always asking questions, My faith in the sense it kind of fell off. Like I wasn't going to church as much, or I wasn't praying, I wasn't talking to him, I wasn't reading the Bible. And then I started coming to Willis. And Willie encouraged me to come on Wednesday, and one Wednesday led to another Wednesday, and so on. And then I think what was we doing when I talked to you about that? I don't remember. I don't remember if it was after a workout or it may have been after a church service.
No, it was after. No, it was after church. It was after, it was after Bible study,
And I came to Willie and we talked. Let's say I was happy, he was happy. And then I say about a couple weeks, three weeks later, wait till another month, that the day came that I got baptized for the first time ever. Of course, I had to sit down. And I remember just coming out of the water, I already felt like a new person. I felt like all of the weight that I had from getting in trouble, talking back, all this stuff that was so built up, I felt like it was gone. Like my shoulders were light again. Like I said, I knew I came out a new person. So thank you for that. But to now, it's definitely gotten stronger. I try to talk to God as much as I can every day. Go to church, pray football, pray for all the guys. So even y'all over there at Moody, I pray about y'all, take care of y'all. So, but yeah, it's definitely got better. So thank you, really, and thank you, Dwayne. I can't leave Dwayne out of that story either. Coach Hood, Coach Ellis, all of y'all.
I can, say that summer with you and Dwayne, because both of y'all were searching.
It was I feel like it was wrong, like a bad time in school, but I felt like it was the right time that I started going to do this because I met Dwayne, and Dwayne's had a huge impact on my life. I don't think he knows that, but if you see this Dwayne, you do. So I just want to let you know that. So thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm proud of both of you. You're going to your senior year. Actually, your senior year's already started because as soon as y'all summer football workout started, your senior year started.
Yeah, school starts tomorrow. So.
And I think Dwayne is getting ready to go to school himself. So after going through that with y'all, if I had to do over, I'd go through it again.
Okay.
And I could not be more proud of both of you guys. Both of you mean a lot to me. So I ask you your final question on what does how has divine fitness impacted your life? What does it mean to you?
First of all, it's definitely impacted my life a bunch. Like words, these words probably still won't explain how much divine fitness and Willie has helped. But it's definitely what divine fitness means to me is one. If you don't have a place that kind of feels like home, kind of, if that makes sense. Divine Fitness Willie has food there. You work out for free. He doesn't encourage you to pay, if that makes sense. It's all off of donations. But it's definitely it's a family to me. If that makes sense, it's definitely a family. Just glad I started going. Glad that I knew Willie. So Willie's a great person. So no matter what you heard about Willie, he's a great person. So.
Well, Gavin, I love you, big man. I know you could not be more proud of you, and I'm looking forward to seeing how your senior year turns out. To those of you in Leeds that's watching this, and Moody and St. Clair and all the other surrounding cities, Divine Fitness Ministries is in the city of Moody, but it is not just for one student.
Oh, yeah, that too. I kind of left that part out. It's for everybody. We put all the rivalries, all the bad games, all the good games. We put all that to the side. It's when you're there, it's your friends, your family. It's not. Oh, we did this to y'all this year. We put all that to the side. It's family.
That's right. These kids, they got the important thing now that we're all a part of the body of Christ. Mm-hmm. The majority of those kids are saved, and do they always get it right? No. I mean, that's the part of the Christian, the Christian walk. It's up and down, until they finally get mature and get in the Word more and understand, what it means to walk by means of the power of the Holy Spirit. And you'll find that in Galatians 5:16 and 17. But they all understand this, that the gospel, 1 Corinthians 15:3-4, that Jesus Christ died on the cross for their sins, was buried for 3 days, and was raised from the dead. According to that scripture, that is the gospel. You hear that, believe it, and understand it, you're saved. And this young man, along with many others, are saved. So, come on up to Divine Fitness Ministries, Leeds people. All are welcome. Leeds, Moody, Oldville, Pale City, Trustwood, wherever you are. Come on up to Divine Fitness Ministries. It's a definitely life-changing. God is the person in that place, and it's all about Him. It's not about me. It's all about Christ. So that's it for this version of Will Talk. Thank you guys for listening in. Look forward to seeing you on a sideline somewhere this year. Now, if you're at Moody, you'll see you on the sideline with the big headphones and the microphone working for the 411 Network.
You'll know it's him.
And I can't wait. Thank you, as always, to the wonderful city of Moody for adopting me, and I have adopted you. So, God bless you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Will.
I love you.